What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? UFC 292 starts tonight at 6:30 p.m. with the early prelims and main card starting at 10 p.m. I'm going to go over some of my predictions that I have for the main card, and coming up first we've got Marlon Chito Vera versus Pedro Munhoz. I've got Chito winning this one. He's looked pretty good in a lot of his last fights, even though he did lose in his last fight. Pedro Munhoz, on the other hand, does struggle sometimes, especially with a lot of the bigger fights, so my money is on Chito here. Next up, we've got Mario Batista versus Damon Blackshear. This is a bit of a tough one since they're both coming off impressive submission victories, but my money is actually going to be on Mario here. Mario is coming off 3 submissions in a row, and I do think that experience is going to help him in this matchup. Next up, we've got a big one that I'm really looking forward to. We've got Ian Garry versus Neil Magny. Obviously, you saw these guys get into it a lot during the press conference and on social media. I do believe that Ian Garry is going to pull through here. He's a lot younger than Neil Magny, and Neil has not looked as good in his latest fights. Ian Garry is highly motivated, and I do believe he will remain undefeated after today. In the co-main event, we've got Zhang Weili versus Amanda Lemos. This is another tough one, but I do have Zhang Weili coming out with the victory here. She's just looked so good in her latest fights. She's highly motivated. And finally, in our main event, we've got the bantamweight title fight between Sean O'Malley and Aljamain Sterling. Although I do believe Sean O'Malley is a championship fighter, and I do believe he deserves this title, I have Aljamain Sterling winning by submission in this one. Who do you guys have in the main card fights? Do you agree with my predictions?